doing schoolwork by correspondence at that stage, and so we were home every day, and the prisoners were around. They lived in quarters that were probably 50 yards away from the house. They lived in quarters there with their own facilities and everything, but they had their meals at the house. They were a couple of very nice fellas. They'd been conscripted, obviously, into the Italian army and had been captured by the Australians while they were in North Africa. Once they were taken prisoner, they were brought to Australia. Because labour was short because of the conscripted troops in Australia, the prisoners were put to work on farms. One of our prisoners happened to be a barber, and the other one was a younger man altogether who had worked for his father on a grapevine type of place at Siena, which is just out of Florence. A couple of very nice fellas, and we got on really well with them. And in the time they were there, we learnt to speak Italian fluently, because every time there was somewhere they were around, we went there and we talked to them. They tried to talk to us in English and we tried to talk to them in Italian until we got it all right. And every weekend on a Sunday, they didn't work, and any prisoner of war that were on nearby farms either rode the farm bike or walked down to our place to get their hair cut. I'm not quite sure that it was really allowed to be like that, because they didn't like them all getting together in a big bunch. But these guys were all tame as anything. They'd never wanted to go in the war anyway. And as a consequence, their social outing was Sunday morning down to Flock Arts getting a haircut or whatever. These cards here were sent to us by the Italian prisoners of war when they were repatriated. Yeah, well, that's from Giovanni. He was the one who was the barber, with those guys. Obviously, they were not at war with us. They were friends for us and worked for us.